Hey there, and welcome to this Backstage Pass, where I want to give you a little bit of insight in how to set up photography lights. So, we've already got a training in the membership about how you can easily photograph your artwork using natural light. But some of you are interested in using photography lights and taking your photography to the next level. Using photo lights really helps when you're in an area where you cannot go outside. You cannot take your work outside to get good photographs. Like if you live in an area that has extreme cold during the winter or a tremendous amount of rain. So, if you're in that situation, one of the solutions is to purchase photo lights. And the kind of lights that you want to buy are something called softbox photography lights. And the key to getting good photographs with them is to position those lights in a specific way. When you arrange them with light 1 to the left and light 2 to the right, exactly parallel to each other, they need to be in line and roughly parallel to the artwork, then angle the photo lights at a 45-degree angle. As you can see here, I've drawn a red line at the 45-degree angle. The center of the light should hit right at the middle of the artwork for both of the lights. When you do that, it means the wider arc of the light encompasses the entire artwork. That is the key to eliminating glare. So often when people use photo lights for the first time, they're not careful about how they position them, and they end up with tremendous reflective glare on the paintings, especially if they are acrylic or oil and have a lot of medium in them. You can eliminate that glare by having the lights cross over in this way. In effect, having those lights come from two different sides and cross over, it cancels out the glare. You eliminate that issue. You also eliminate extreme funky shadows on the work. This is absolutely the best way to set up your lights. So you may actually need to position your lights further back than you think at first in order to make sure that that arc of the light, what looks like a funnel here in the diagram, fully encompasses the entire artwork. You can move them closer when it's a smaller work, but you have to move them back when it's a larger work because the arc has to include the whole painting. So make sure you have enough space to do that backing up in order to encompass the whole entire artwork. Position your camera or your phone on a tripod directly in the middle between the two lights, right in front of that center point of the artwork. Again, when you do that, you're going to get the most balanced lighting situation, and your camera is going to be at the correct angle to eliminate that distortion that happens sometimes when you're shooting photographs of artwork. You won't have to necessarily straighten it in the processing of the photo. It's a super simple process. It can just take some time to set those lights up so they are accurately placed. I like to recommend that you photograph more than one artwork at a time because it can be a little bit painful in spite of its simplicity in setting those lights up correctly. Once you have them up, shoot at least 3 or 4 pieces at a time so that you're not having to put the lights away and take them back out, put them away and take them back out. As far as which lights to purchase, here are the ones that I recommend. You can get them at either both photography lights and tripods at either Amazon or BH Photo. BH Photo has been selling online for decades, and the prices are pretty comparable to Amazon, but you might want to compare and contrast just to make sure. I've got the links for Amazon here in a handout that's right below the video. So if you want to, you can go straight there. It's not an affiliate link, it's just a straight up link. Here's the softbox lighting set. There are a number of different brands. They're all about equally good. If you're looking at a different brand besides the Mount Dog, I would simply look at the ratings and make sure they're highly rated. You just don't want to go buy something from someone who's got a 1-star rating there. That's just general Amazon stuff. You want to get the set that has 2 lights. It's great to have that carrying case. It's good for storage, and the bulbs as well. Then the tripod that I recommend, it's the one I use for both shooting in the studio, shooting artwork, and I have a second one exactly the same for holding my plein air equipment. They're just great, inexpensive tripods. If you want to get a sturdier, heavier one for shooting artwork, that's fine, but it's really pretty unnecessary. So I recommend the Slick U9000. It has a fluid head, which means that you can adjust and tilt it in case you have the artwork on an easel or it's hanging from the wall at a slight angle. You want to be able to adjust that so that the camera tilt matches the tilt of the artwork. The nice thing about this model is it has a built-in bubble level. So you can tell whether you've got the camera and the tripod evenly placed. So that's how I do it. It is how most artists and photographers I know do it. I have noticed at times when I've had photographers shoot artwork before who were fantastic portrait photographers that they don't necessarily follow these guidelines. So there are going to be plenty of times when the photos that you shoot will be better than what the professional photographer shoots if this is not their field. Shooting product photography is a specialization. And so I think it really does pay in the end to learn to do it yourself. So, hope this has been helpful. Happy painting, everyone. Bye bye for now.